Hello Josie, my name's Michelle and I work for CAS and I'd like to ask you a few questions. How long have you been a carer?
Well, about 9 years, I suppose.
That's quite some time, isn't it? And what made you recognise yourself as a carer, and how long was it before you accepted the term that you were a carer?
Well, as I say, I've been caring, I suppose, for 9 years, but I didn't actually realise I was a carer or the role of a carer up until about 2.5 years ago. And that was because my husband, who I care for, was sectioned under the Mental Health Act. So it was only then, when he came out of hospital, that it really dawned on me. It sounds silly, but it dawned on me then that I was a carer.
Okay, thank you. And so you've mentioned who you care for and their health needs. How's it caring impacting on your social life, and do you work at all, Josie?
I don't work. One of the main reasons I don't work at the moment, as well as being a carer, is also because I have my own disability. I'm actually registered blind with just about 10% eyesight, so it is difficult.
It brings in its own difficulties, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Have you accessed any of the breaks funds at all?
No, not the breaks funds. I've accessed, I think it was the wellbeing fund.
Okay. And what did you use that for?
It's going to sound ridiculous, but I actually, because of my eyesight, I'm very much into using iPods and iPads, and I actually downloaded a lot of music.
Oh, fab.
And a lot of books to read, e-books. So obviously, because my eyesight, it makes it a lot easier to read because you can have the large print. But to me, I downloaded those because the two things that make me relax the most is listening to music or reading a good book. So
excellent.
It was really invaluable to me.
And I know that you use social media quite a lot, don't you? You sort of keep in touch with what's going on everywhere with social media.
Yeah, I tend to keep in touch more with social media than actually having a social life.
hey, it's a form of social life, isn't it?
Yes,
so
it's a way of keeping in touch with people without actually going too far from home.
What's your overall feedback about CAS, and what services have you used that CAS offer?
Oh, I think CAS is fantastic. I mean, that's the main reason I've decided to do this interview, because unfortunately I didn't know about CAS until my husband was in hospital, and now I do. It's been so helpful. I come to the local drop-in social events. That's what it's called.
You've been there today, haven't you?
Yes, I've been there today. I've been to a couple of the workshops. I did one on aromatherapy the other week, which was really relaxing, and I've started dabbling a bit myself now.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I actually did a hand massage for my husband that I'd learned that day, and he really enjoyed it, found it very relaxing for him. I've been on a couple of the mental health roadshows as well. And also I've used one-to-one,
with the locality worker.
Yes, with the mental health locality worker, which has absolutely been a lifesaver, to be perfectly honest.
Fabulous. Okay, thanks for that. What future support would you like to see from CAS? I mean, we do have a range of services, but we're always looking at ways that we can engage more with carers and offer more services.
I think from purely a personal point of view, maybe more specialised to people who are caring for a spouse, especially with a mental illness. Because obviously everyone's caring role is different, and everyone people care for is different, but I think sort of when it's a spouse, it's your equal. But also mental illness impacts a lot more than people realise, from sort of personal hygiene to the glaring symptoms of say schizophrenia or something. So more of a, maybe sort of groups where you can talk to other people who are in that situation.
Okay, so peer groups.
Yeah, peer groups.
Have you been to any of the mental health groups that we run?
I've only been to the roadshow, which was sort of very interesting and some good talks from professionals. One other thing as well, because the nature of my husband's illnesses can lead to a lot of paranoia and thought disorders. I know it's quite tricky. One of my fears as a carer is dealing with those sort of thoughts and paranoid, the paranoid thoughts, because you can make the situation worse if you don't really know how to help and deal with it without being sort of making it worse, really. So sort of more tailor-made. Really.
So some sort of training.
Yes, obviously. I'm not a psychiatric nurse, so but just to give you pointers. Skills really, maybe to
know what to look for and how to handle it.
So you don't make the situation worse.
Okay. Well, I'd like to say thank you very much, Josie, for taking part in the interview.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you again soon.